Howdy, howdy, hey, how are you doing today? I'm the Moon Frog, and this is what I've been up to. So making this video isn't as easy as it seems. Some of you guys might have noticed I've been not so active on this platform as I used to, and there is kind of a reason behind that. As you can see, I live in a shed with my cats, and this is not exactly the life I want, but this is the sacrifice I had to do to make all of this happen. So I've been living in the top of this garage, keeping my little fire alive, and reorganizing everything that we've been doing to try and find a better way to keep doing everything without lacking content. Now, there could have been a lot of videos that I would have put out usually. We've done a lot of stuff, we've had a lot of progress through all the projects that we're carrying on, and I do feel bad for not being there all the time to cover everything. YouTube did warn me when I started making content to be careful for burnouts. Now, I thought that was quite the joke at first, but documenting every aspect of your life without missing everything and trying to make everything interesting becomes truly a hassle when it comes to problems with cameras, audio, and then not everything that you want to go a certain way happens the way you want it to go, obviously. So carrying projects this way has been quite hard. Now, I do have plans this year to make things hopefully work a lot better and get back into documenting every aspect of every build and projects or adventures that we go through. Obviously, we're not doing as much in winter because it's cold, but while I'm out here keeping myself warm, we're keeping these going. So some of you guys might have seen the first magazine. It's been out for a little while now, and we stopped printing them, but now we are on to volume 2. So this second volume is going to cover the whole series that you might have seen on YouTube called Crunch Time, where I tried to finish my burnout car as fast as possible. And while the burnout car being the main subject of this magazine, it is not the entire magazine. We have a bunch of other cool subjects in here, including our yearly Halifax skate trip with the skate crew that you might know as the Moonfrog Street Division. Now, at the moment, I'm working on this magazine, trying to get it out there. So I've been contacting local shops, trying to see if someone would try to help me sell them. But as far as things go, we do not have a website, and we do not advertise the selling online because we do not focus on it at this point. Next point. Now, you guys might know the Radmobile, or the 454 swapped Hyundai Accent. I spent just about too much time rear-wheel drive swapping, big block swapping, a rust bucket Hyundai Accent from the year 2005. Now, this project has been quite the undertaking, and it really kicked my butt this past summer. At that point, I stopped documenting everything I've done on it, and I just parked it out back waiting for the snow. But the car is safe, the car is parked back there, and there is quite a bit of progress that's been made on the body aspect of the car. So thanks to Castle Sheet Metal, our sheet metal sponsor for the Accent, we have relatively new quarter panels, not the whole thing, but most of it. And they gave us the sheet metal to do all the rockers, the inner wheel wells in the back, so I don't get rubber all flying in the car, and probably more to come. So big shout out to Castle Sheet Metal. If you guys need anything sheet metal made, go check them out. This is not a paid ad, but they do give me a good help on the Radmobile. Now, like I said, they gave us all the metal to do the inner rockers, the outer rockers, which is where I stopped documenting basically everything. I started by getting the one side done for the car show, which you can see that video. We took it out to the Miramichi Rock and River Fest, where the car actually spiked quite the interest, but got absolutely ignored by the festival itself. So that's nice. And at that point, I had only half the car done, so people could see the difference of how rusted it was and how not rusted it's going to be. After that, I took the car back home. Even if people wanted to see it do a show that summer, I just did not feel safe beating up the sheet metal that was already loose. I knew I was creating myself more work as I played with the car. So it was time to take the car back and start cutting into it. Now, that felt like quite the letdown because I was running out of daylight. Summer was ending, the days were getting shorter and colder. So I did not have the temperature to do any body work or finish what I started. Now, obviously, I had to get something done so the car wouldn't stay wide open and twist over winter. So I rushed through it and got everything put in place, not perfectly, but enough for it to be storable and somewhere that I could pick up the project again next summer and actually get somewhere with it, hopefully. But in the meantime, the car is sitting back there, and until we get some proper weather where we can start working on it again, it's going to be on hold for a bit. I can't keep borrowing people's shop and building my own stuff. It just doesn't work that way. But that's that. So, next point. Now, while all this is happening, some of you guys might have seen my older videos where I was screen printing my own shirts. I have been making my own merch for about 3 years now, and it's been going well so far. But running into quality issues and production issues, I had to find a better way to make things happen. So luckily this summer I found a good deal on a 4-color screen printing press to where I had absolutely nowhere to put it. So for the longest part of summer, I just had it torn apart and stashed away. But then came a point where winter was coming and I wanted to start moving forward with the print shop. The goal here is to offer the service to local businesses or even potentially online somewhere down the road. With this machine being of much higher quality from my DIY setup, I'm now trying to get to a point to where I can guarantee the quality of the shirts without any misalignment. So slowly setting this up is quite the undertaking as well. Right now we're doing it from my mom's basement. Thanks, Mom. To where I am taking up the entire place with this machine and the rest of the equipment required to run a proper print shop. Now for the next little segment, this comes back to skateboarding. I know a lot of you guys are following the Moonfrog magazine because it was established as a skateboarding magazine. Now that being said, the street division is the skate team, I would say, of the Moonfrog magazine. Now, there's a lot going down with this section of things. These guys are putting in tremendous amounts of work to try and get better and fight the unlikely seasons for the skateboarder. So there has been a big project that you guys might have seen, which was Mo's private skate park. Now, Mo's been slowly investing in this facility so that him and all the guys from the street division can keep training and getting better and better and better, even if winter is not very forgiving. And there is going to be a lot more coming with this skate park. I am going to go out there and try to document as much as I can, because those guys are really shredding that place up, and that's just a great thing to see, and that's what the Moonfrog magazine is all about. And now with Mo building that skate park and pushing forward so much on everything he's doing, he's been encouraging me to push forward on my production. So I'm not exactly going to break down this plan yet, but we do have a pretty big project coming up where we're going to get into making something that is very useful for skaters. So if you want to see our next creation, the documentation that's going to bring us to that point, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments. All the interactions with the channel help us grow, and they help us look forward to making more of this content. So thanks for watching. Now you're up to date with everything that's going on at the Moonfrog magazine, and till next time, go out, be rad, and stay warm.